Welcome back to the Sports Source. This segment brought to you by Safety Systems. Folks, when it comes to security systems, there's only one name to trust in East Tennessee. It's been around forever. You can see their signs in yards all across East Tennessee. You see the stickers on doors. When you go through a drive-through, you're going to see their sticker right there on the window. Safety Systems. VFL J.J. Surlis and his team over there have done a tremendous job of building this company up over the last couple of decades. They do fantastic work. I've worked with them on a number of times with stuff at my home, stuff here at the set that we've done. They do great work. Get in touch with them this week. Safety Systems. Do yourself a favor and check out safetysystems.com. You can learn more right there. All right. Tennessee right now is number 10 in 24/7 Sports 2024 team rankings. Steve Wiltfong, one of their top recruiting gurus for 24/7 Sports, said this week, as Tennessee is well positioned to finish with 24/7's back-to-back top 10 recruiting classes for the first time since 2015. We look at the Vols' push for what could be a top 5 haul in Knoxville, highlighted by a potential special group on the defensive front. Story here. Well, we're not going to read the whole story, so we're bringing in Steve Wiltfong's co-worker, I guess that's fair. You're the same company. Yeah. Ryan Callahan from Go Vols 24/7. Why all love? What's he talking about?
Yeah, well, he's talking about, it's kind of what we saw starting last fall. People kind of wondered, winning all these games, where's the recruiting momentum coming from? Yep. It's coming this year in the 2024 class. So they had a lot of these guys on campus for games last season. Even the ones that they didn't have on campus for games last year, they're just off to a good start with a lot of players. So when you look at the list of possible options, and they're not going to get all of these guys. Nobody ever does in recruiting, but it's 5-star after 5-star among the top guys. Williams Winery, a 5-star defensive lineman from the Kansas City area. 5-star wide receiver Mike Matthews out of Georgia. 5-star wide receiver Ryan Wingo out of St. Louis. Big-time guys that they are in the top 2 or 3 for right now, if not, in a couple cases, the slight favorite at this point in what's likely to be a long battle. So they're going to get their share of good players in this class, and that's why he's talking as a real possibility, top 5 class. I don't think that's likely to happen, but it's at least on the table if Tennessee wins enough of these battles.
Well, and if you're looking at it, you've got to be in the conversation. Let's say you don't get all these 5-stars. You got to be in the conversation before you get them. Mm-hmm. So the fact that you're in there for all these 5-stars is another step forward for Josh Heupel. The thing that stands out to me, though, I don't think there's any question as to whether or not they're going to be able to recruit on offense. How can they recruit on defense when you know that defense gives up a lot of points? They run ragged, et cetera, et cetera. You're talking about a lot of top 5 defensive guys there.
Yes.
That story was about defensive front guys. To me, that seems to be that's a bit of a surprise for me. That could be a game changer.
Well, and that's probably the most realistic possibilities they have among those 5-stars right now might be on the defensive line. Kamarion Franklin, a 5-star defensive lineman out of northern Mississippi, just outside of Memphis. A guy that's visited Tennessee multiple times this year already. Williams Winery, I mentioned him. 5-star edge rusher Jordan Ross out of Alabama. They've got some big names out there that they are, if not leading for, in the top 2. And so that's a great place to be sitting in going into the summer. And Tennessee, I think, if I had to project right now, they're probably going to get a couple of those big names on the defensive line, and that's saying something.
You guys can go back on YouTube and sportsource.tv and check our records, but after his first year here, I made the comment, I have no fears about him being able to crank up 3 and 4 stars on offense. I'm not worried about recruiting offense. His system will take care of that. I wanted him to get 4s and 5s on defense. That's where you're going to need the bodies. Vince, this is manna from heaven, I would think, to most Vol fans. This is that's the way I look at it. I'm not worried. Sure, you want 5 stars on offense, too. How many 5 stars did he come in here and win with his first 2 years? Right. Not a lot. I'm not worried about offense. If he starts getting 5 stars on defense, okay, game change.
Well, absolutely, because you use the term game changer. That's really the recipe in college football today, is you have a dynamic offense, an elite quarterback, and you can make enough stops on defense with dudes.
Playmakers.
You're not going to do it with developing guys, the 3 stars. You need dudes on defense. Yeah, you're going to develop some of those guys too, but you need those game changers. That's what Alabama's had. That's what Georgia's had. LSU when they won the national championship. You need those to get enough stops to win with an elite offense. Edwin Spillman is another in-state kid from Lipscomb Academy. That his brother Nate from this past signing class. He's another one at linebacker that you could add in. So it's got to be on all levels. But yeah, I think the fact that they're in the mix for him and they're working at it hard. The state of Mississippi there's a lot of big-time players in Mississippi, and they're doing a great job with a lot of those prospects. So I think it's a very good sign.
This is turning out to be a very positive show. What's wrong with us? Okay.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day to all of them out there. Vince, thanks for being here today. You going to go do the baseball game?
Yes, sir.
See if you can pull a sweep?
Yeah, looking for a sweep.
All right, good deal. Thanks for coming in here.
Thanks,
when we come back, should Tennessee roll out the beer barrel I'm talking about? There's a reason I'm bringing that up this week. I'll show you. It'll make you sick. And there's a reason that I say Tennessee should do it, even if Kentucky doesn't agree to it. I'll show you pictures on that, too. We got artwork. Come on back on the Sports Source.